Hello, good evening. It is now 7 p.m. Wednesday, summer of 2022 for a bonus, and time for Nana to play her games. Hi, welcome to NanaCritter. We're a nerdy grandma. Hi, aka NanaCritter plays video games. Summer bonus 2022. I am playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Yay! And you guys, hi, Rayasaki. We are now ready to do the door of new content. I'm so excited. Couple of quick announcements, you all, is that I will stream next week on, of course, both Tuesday and Wednesday, but then the week of July 18th, I will not stream either of those days because I will be gone to a wedding. So I do have that in Twitch. That I'm scheduled for vacation that week, but I just want to announce it now. So again, I will be here next week. I'll be here with you next week, but I will be gone the week of July 18th, and then I will return the next week. So yeah, and you all, so you guys, we were just having so much fun with this Stanley Parable. I love it that you guys are telling me all kinds of wonderful ways for the ending or for me to off myself, as poor Stanley. So yeah, so I'm so excited to do that. So all right, well, you guys, let's get started. I'm so excited. You guys, I still can't believe we're doing bonus content. All right, so for our gameplay, I have to do the time. It is, and be sure and let me know if you can hear me and everything is okay. All right, so what time is it? Does anybody really truly know? Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. Aw, we're like strangers. Sure, I've adjusted all of the game settings to your exact specifications, but who hasn't? Well, not everyone else has done this game. You're doing a great job. It's just what I do, like a day job. Love this. And now the job is over. Aw, how sad. The job doesn't have to be over, game. We're not done yet. There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can. I don't believe that. And I still don't really know you. You don't know me. And neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. Yes. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Oh, I will miss you. Video games were meant to be played alone. I can agree with that to some extent. Except that's what I love about streaming is even though I like to play alone and do things because I'm a completionist and I'm not really a big multiplayer, I don't have to be alone because I get to be with you wonderful people. You like being alone, don't you? No, not necessarily. There's a time and place for it. That's maybe the only information I really learned about. Well, time for me to leave. There is still one more setting that we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. Ominous. It's not really in my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again. If. Bon bon bon. Talk soon. Okay. All right. Well, that wasn't ominous at all. All right. We are going to begin the game. All right, you guys. Bonus.
This is the story of a
Content.
man named
Okay,
Stanley.
click to skip.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building
Thought I
where he
did.
was
Sorry. Thought I skipped. All right, you guys. I'm so excited. All right. We're going to go out the door.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could
Go
it
out
mean?
the door. Hi,
Stanley
you
decided to go to the
guys.
meeting room. Perhaps he
We
had simply
are
missed a memo.
starting with the Stanley Parable, and look where we're going to get to go, you guys. New
Oh,
content.
new content? What does that mean?
I don't
New
know.
content.
Don't know. Whoa. Woohoo. What are we doing? So exciting, you guys. All right. Well, it is very nice. I'm sorry, your screen's kind of dark.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley
I don't know how
Parable
to make it
Ultra
any
Deluxe.
brighter.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
I'm so excited. Okay.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe,
Did not know
a reimagining
that
of the game
it
for
was
consoles
this
and
year
home
they
computers.
expanded. How exciting.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
No needles, no needles. No.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await
So
in
cute.
the Stanley
I'm on a
Parable
ride.
Ultra Deluxe.
Love it, love it, love it.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Yay, narrator. So I take it, hopefully you're not still mad at me.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Okay. Oh, he gets over it whenever I reset.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere? Oh, there we go.
Okay.
All right, finally, at long last, it's
Narrator,
on to the
you and I,
new
we're both
content. I've
discovering
never
this.
been more ready. Let's do it.
Yes, let's do it. Oh.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if
I love the way he said,
okay, let's see the content.
tedious.
Give me the content, Stanley.
Mostly tedious. I didn't say that right, but I liked his mostly tedious. Oh, behind me. Aha! Thank you.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Okay. Oh no! I've got to do that many jumps. Oh, I don't want to use all my jumps. Okay. Did not know this. Okay.
Is
Thought I
that
had to
it?
jump.
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Oh no. A lot of elevators.
Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
Kind of with
It's
you there,
just
narrator.
elevators and jumping.
They're teasing
Is this
us.
what
This
passes
is
for
great.
exciting new content? If this is new
Oh, you
content,
can only
then I
jump
could
in
just
those
read you the
circles?
whole dictionary. There's
Okay.
20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box.
Kind of cool.
The
Okay.
Stanley
Oh,
Parable
okay. So this
Ultra
is good
Deluxe,
news.
now
We
with
can see
over
which
1,000
door opens.
hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good.
Oh, now it's this side.
I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it.
Oh, okay. This
I'm
looks
ready for
cool.
whatever it
This
is.
looks like a real office. Thank you for enjoying the
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a
Oh
cheap
my gosh.
expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements,
Oh
and it's
my
hard to
gosh.
believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What
Oh
quality
my
assurance
gosh,
department
that's
signed off on this?
hilarious.
I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Okay.
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could
Any
never
fans
have
in
lived
here?
up to such expectations. If you're
Oh,
still
the
with
door
me,
is closed.
why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No
Nope.
frills,
We're gonna
no
do
gimmicks. Just you and me
I don't
having
know how
a
to
great
do
time
it.
together like
I don't
always.
do.
What do you say, friend?
Okay. Except I don't know how. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm in. Ooh. I love how it looks different. Okay.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent.
Should I go in the vent?
I want to show you something.
Okay. Oh. We're in the vent. I feel like I need to whisper, guys. Oh no, I'm gonna fall. Woo! Okay. Okay. Okay, that was fun.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here
Oh
where
my
the
gosh, this
game's
looks so
developers
cool.
won't find it. Just our little secret.
This looks so
Take a look.
I feel like I'm in Dragon Age Inquisition. Sorry, just this archway. This archway and these stairs.
I call it
Ooh.
the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
Aww.
Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Okay. I'm loving this. Aww. Oh, I
You see,
love
Stanley,
it!
doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how
I
wonderful
love
Stanley Parable
this
was
little
before it was
house.
sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of
Oh, I missed
2013
I
when the
missed
game
an
originally
ending before the
launched?
new content.
Back then, video games had integrity. Back
Uh-oh.
then, it all meant something.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the waste.
So cute. Okay. All right, we'll just check this out. I am loving this. Okay. Do I do anything with these? Just wondering. You just check everything out? Right? Oh. This is so cute. Oh. Oh, the keeping the baby die. I love this. Okay. Relane. Ooh. Can I click on something? Okay. Making sure. I love this. This is so cool. Oh, yeah. Okay. I remember that. I love this. I am so enjoying this. I like being outside. Look at this cool little barn. Look at this cool barn.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Oh, this is so cool, you guys. Okay. Ooh, I can go. Oh, I guess I don't want to go out there yet. That's supposed to be me, person of the year. And I can't reach those buttons. Guys, let me know if I've been trying to follow your conversation, but I don't know if I need to do anything. Guys, this is so cool. The museum, I think I liked the best, but this is a close second because this is a really cool aesthetic.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game.
Yes.
9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Maybe not. I guess not. Okay, there's another review. So cool. Okay. Ooh. Serious room. How do I get in here? Can I jump? Guess I can't go in there. To the serious room. At least I don't think so. Is there another way in? Ooh. No, it's very serious in there. So serious that they had to keep me out of it. It's not letting me do. Yeah, I don't think I can get up. Okay. We'll go downstairs.
These were simpler times, Stanley. What I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh, gosh. Too funny. Did this really happen?
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny,
Aww.
with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining.
Aww. Poor
Unfunny!
narrator.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Going here? Oh, no.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I?
I love how
You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness.
I love how
quite
squeaky and like.
I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with.
Preachy?
You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did.
Okay.
Maybe it wasn't. Yeah. What an awful memory to have to hold on to.
Poor narrator.
These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record.
Unfunny.
I feel
I don't know
like a failure.
Said it like
I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Sorry, narrator. We love you. I even love to get you rattled. Is this it? Do you want me to go somewhere else? Oh, here we go. All right. I love my clomping sound. I'm just going to go into the water? Guess I'm just going to drown myself. Drown my sorrows, guys. Okay. I guess I'm going into the water. Is that where I'm going? All right.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customers. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Okay.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. Can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say... the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto.
Good words.
I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your great gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once. That you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them. Okay, at first, I was leaning towards manifesto.
Okay,
but
now I'm
going to
torn.
circle around and slap the...
Okay.
Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes.
Uh-oh.
It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated. Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
Oh.
Stanley, I think it's been a week.
It's been a week? Oh,
Or 2
goodness.
weeks. I've been sitting here all that time, just sitting
Oh, look at the
here,
plant.
not a
I
single
forgot to look
person
at
to
it
speak
beforehand, but I think the
and you
plant.
think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking, you saying nothing.
Okay.
Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? It isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button.
Okay, I'm trying.
Oh, hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year.
Oh,
Have you ever
no.
sat down in one
Ye-
place and not
oh,
moved for
leaves
one
are gone
entire
from the-
year?
from the
Let me
bush.
describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities.
I just gotta do this. I do want to hear stuff, but oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh. Could take a while to talk to me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Narrator's not happy with me. Oh no. Oh. Narrator. Oh no. Oh no. Skip the silence. Sounds like an alarm. Oh, gravity took the clock down. Was the clock up? I didn't. Oh no, this is a bit annoying.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't
Oh,
enough.
wow.
They had to leave a pathetic
The
little
pet is
thumbs
truly
down
dumb.
review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to
Okay.
nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen. The most immediate desires,
Okay.
every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time.
walk
If
around?
someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being. Have we been given to indulging every fleeting
Nice.
whim for no reason other than to do so? Yes! Yes! It seems that this is now the world we live in. It seems that we are a people living in such bleakness and discomfort with ourselves that our entertainment is now our lives. It has come to represent us. It absolutely must speak to who we are as people, because otherwise, without our entertainment, we have nothing. Without entertainment, we would have to face inward toward the cruel bleakness inside ourselves. we would turn to look at our deeper nature and find a resounding emptiness gazing back with unyielding aggression. And so because of this, we require that our amusements and our...
Okay. Oh no! Come back to me, narrator. Oh no! I like the rants better than the silence. I feel utterly alone. So alone. Oh, sorry. When I talk quietly, you can't hear me. Sorry. I was whispering, saying, narrator, come back, come back. Okay, I will try to remember and not talk quietly.
The end is never the end, 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 is
I
never
broke
the end,
him.
is never the end, is
I
never the
broke
end, is never
him.
the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is
I
never the
broke him.
end, is never
I'm
the
sorry,
end, is never
narrator.
the
I
end,
know.
is
I
never the
broke
end,
him.
is never the end.
I broke him. I shouldn't have pushed the button. I don't know. The button's in front of me. It's the only thing I have to do. Uh-oh. Okay. Double check, make sure the door isn't open or anything. Nope. Nowhere for me to go. Okay. Just me and this button. Oh no! There's nowhere for me to get out. I guess eventually there will be. Just keep pushing the button. All right. This is my job now, pushing the button. I know. things are going quite well. All right. Oh, okay. Well, light, but I don't see a way out yet. Don't think. Hey, it's easier to see though in here. Okay, I'm double check. All right. Let's keep going. Oh, but I still can't get out the wall. I know. I'm going to assume. Can I? It won't open up the wall for me. Oh no. Needs to give me something to climb up on. Nope. Just have to keep resorting to nature's claiming it. I know. I love this is I like this ending, but yeah. Right, sorry. Let's be centered. Okay, guys, let's be centered. Still not centered. Oh well, whatever. I'm not centered. Oh no! It's nighttime. Scary. Scary. Scary, scary. And what if I was in here with zombies, you guys? Ooh, or I discovered, I didn't see the video, but I know I preferred the daylight. Scary, scary. Oh no! Scary again. Just a creature. Did you see? You are being so bad. Oh no! Don't tell me that. I will die. I will scream. I will scream right now if I see red eyes. I will scream. I will scream. Let me out of here. How come there's not? It's gonna get me. Do you hear those scary sounds? Can y'all hear those scary sounds? Really scary. Gosh. Okay. Oh no, now my button is like, yay, there's an exit. There is an exit. Woohoo. Ooh, yay. Love it. I'm just going to keep going forever and ever. Freedom, freedom. This is cool. I definitely prefer this than the scary sounds in a room where something could have gotten me. This is very cool. Apocalyptic, yes. You know, it is apocalyptic, but if I was going to be in the apocalypse, as long as I wasn't in the hot burning sun, I know. As long as I wasn't like burning to death, I had to go out. I guess this would be doable. Just sit there. Whoa. Okay, that was it. Okay. Oh wow, now I'm starting back in the original place. All right. That ending is
All
done.
of his co-workers were gone.
Now, do I
What
need
could
to
it
do,
mean?
you guys, I know
Stanley
you all were
decided to go
chatting.
to the meeting room.
Did I miss
Perhaps he had
one
simply missed a memo.
on the regular before the new content that I need to do? Or are we just going to do new content again? I'm good. Okay. All righty. All righty. New. Oh, I love it. I love this neon sign. Sorry, guys. Love it. New content. Love my neon sign. Oh, okay.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay. So cute. All right, narrator. Narrator. Okay. Yay, I'm glad I didn't have to go. Maybe this is what I did before. Who knows?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark,
Aww.
and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
Okay.
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. Ooh.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions?
Cute.
Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Okay. Investor showcase.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
Taste the sequel. I love it.
What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Okay. It's very spiffy. Very spiffy. They're back 2 doors. I love it, love it, love it. Stanley Parable 2. I like this aesthetic much more. I like this aesthetic. Paradigm. Synergy. Love it, love it, love it. More TSP. I don't know. Better TSP. Synergy. Yeah. Evergreen is the other term. Evergreen. So like it always stays fresh and relevant. Synergy. Evergreen.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Yes. Cute, cute, cute. I love this aesthetic. It just reminds me of like when I went to, like, I don't know, um, like a tech company. Reminds me of a tech company. Very cool. Okay. I didn't see where I was going to go, but I got to go through the. Sorry. Got to go through those. I am really enjoying.
Here we are. Go on.
aesthetics of
Try out
this.
some of the new
This is
features.
so great. I feel like I'm at an expo or again a tech company. The Stanley Parable 2, the Stanley Parable 2 reassurance bucket. So I can go the button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. That would be cool. Enjoy the new features. Okay, there's a lot. Hear your name in the game. That would be pretty cool.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want?
I love this orange.
And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game.
Hang on.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yes, that is wonderful. Narrator, you're so cute. Narrator, you're so excited about this. Shira. I love it. I love it. Right here. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Try it here. All right. We're going to try.
Jim.
Nope.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature.
Jim.
Just play along. I promise you'll love it.
Oh, goodness
Okay,
gracious.
here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into
Interestingly,
dust.
I'm not. They're only
You
one
feel it
letter off
deeply?
for my name.
Are you really, truly Jim
And
right
it'd been
now?
so cool if they
If so,
had my
then
name.
please step forward and press the button.
Okay, right. Say that again.
Jim.
Yes, you see? What a thrill, what a rush. That was you.
Oh, really?
The button described you. Do it again, do it again.
Oh, yes. I can't spell. Thank you. Not only am I not Jim, but I can't spell my own name. I don't know why I was thinking. Hi, Fear Dynasty. Hi. Yay, come lurk away. I barely cannot spell my name.
Jim.
It hits even harder the second
We're in the
time.
new
If this were the
content.
only new
The
feature in the
narrator is
Stanley
very
Parable
excited.
2, it would still be worth the
Oh
money.
my gosh.
Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Oh my gosh. The Jim button was funny. And can I go in here? Okay, just checking. All right. Yay, Jim button. All right, we're checking the doors. I don't think they're gonna open, but all right, just making sure. I am loving this. Here, I'm so glad you're here. I am loving this aesthetic. I said I feel like I'm in a tech company. This is the new. Oh man, look how tall. This I'm in the new content for the Stanley Parable. This is very cool.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Oh, too funny. Oh, really? Oh, really? Okay. Does it matter which ones I go in? First, second, third? I mean, I don't want to lose. Like I don't want to leave. I think I'm going to go in this one last, maybe. I want to see all these. Do everything else first. Just don't go to the exit. I don't know if that's considered the exit. Okay. Collectibles. Free, new, and easy achievement. I can't believe it's that simple. Oh, it will be a sign that says exit. All right. The Stanley Parable 2. This is cool. This is like, I do feel like I skipped the bucket. I skipped the bucket. The bucket. Where was the bucket? I don't remember where the bucket is. Oh, I see the exit. Where did I come in at? I don't even remember. That's where I came in from? I have no idea. I don't know where I am. Sorry. Oh, there's a delay. Is that yeah, look at the Stanley statue. I am loving it. This is so cool. I look so cute. You can find them. You can find them. I guess I'm going to go in here. You can find them. Oh my gosh, this is so cool.
Ah, collectibles.
Ooh.
Now it's a real video game.
Love it. I love
In
it.
the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines.
Will I really?
And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on.
Oh no. Okay. Then I move. Okay. Oh no. Okay, do I go back? Oh no. Can I go in? I can't go in. Oh no. I just got it. Okay. Darn. I should have let him talk more. I'm sorry. I thought I had to because I was by it. Oh, okay. So yeah,
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely
Yes, this is true.
tragic.
Oh, get that achievement. Yeah, that I was halfway walking to. Okay. Get it here. Free, new, easy achievement. All right. We're gonna go here. All right. Okay. Free achievement. Get yours right now. Pull the lever. Receive your new achievement. No more steps. It just works. Get yours right now. Okay.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Okay. Guess this is the lever.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Well, well, well. Okay, guess he won't say anything else. Okay. All righty. Yes, one day. I remember things that look like this in the old Stanley Parable. They look very familiar. All right, so
what
now,
else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
The bucket. Where was the bucket? Well, we haven't done the jump circle. Uh-oh. Should I jump? There's the jump button.
You know what, Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was a pretty good idea. I'd like to hang on to that for the sequel.
Should I just do one time? One? I don't like odd numbers. Can I jump again? Or do I need to save all my jumps? All right, I'm going to do 2. I know. But once it gets to 0, I'm done. Okay, we're going to leave 22. Ooh, because 22's... That's good. That's good. Okay. It's going to do that. Oh, that's so funny. You did. Okay, that's great. Okay, I love the Stanley thing. That's so funny. All right, where was the bucket? Where was the bucket? I guess I can go up the stairs. Oh, okay. Well, at least I see a bucket on the wall. I don't know if that's the bucket. Okay. Is that it? Is that the bucket? Nope. Wait a minute. Oh no. Oh no. Where's the bucket? How do I get to the bucket? Oh no. How do I go down? The button that says gym. The assurance bucket. I have to go down and through a tunnel. Okay. Going. Oh, okay. Is that right? Okay. Where's the bucket? There's a hole in the bucket. What is that? No screenshots, please. All right, we're going to do the bucket. The assurance bucket. Okay. Oh, this is cool. I love it.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Come on, give it a try.
You guys, I'm not into this bucket. How's it letting me? Okay. Why do I resist the bucket? Guys, I am clicking on it. Oh. Don't like that.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
No.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable.
No, I'm not a fan of the bucket. Not a fan of the bucket. Gosh. Oh my goodness. Whoops. How do I do this? How do I get rid of the bucket? Maybe put it back. It's not letting me. Wait. I don't know how to do this. Oh my gosh. Walk with his bucket. Oh no! I don't want to walk with this bucket, you guys. I do not want to walk with this stupid. Oh no! I can't even get in the door. Okay. I have a bucket now for the rest of my life. So weird. No! Don't want this bucket. Don't know how to get rid of it. Go jump with the bucket. Okay. Oh, go jump with the bucket. Okay. Got it. This bucket is so annoying. I don't like this bucket.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game?
No.
That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Where's the jump? Where is the jump? We're going to go jump with the bucket. All right. Very annoying, guys. Cannot believe. Can I run into the wall? It's not letting me run into the wall. Oh, I should move with the jump. Oh my gosh, stupid bucket. Now I'm stuck with this bucket. Jeez Louise. Okay, what have I missed? There's no, please, no screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I passed something. Ah, thank you. This bucket's throwing off my game. All right. Get well someday. Get well someday. I like the color of this, but I'm not 12th birthday step niece. Oh my gosh. Get well someday. I like it.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Yeah.
Happy 12th birthday, step niece, it is.
I wonder if he would have done the opposite if I had said happy 12th birthday. This is what my guess is. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, that's funny. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Did you? Okay. Oh, doors open. Okay. Oh, now I'm here. With the stupid bucket. Here I am with the stupid bucket. Oh my gosh. It's even making noise, kind of like a bucket. Very annoying. Okay. There's a thing behind me. Okay. There's the collectibles. There's the free and easy achievement. Infinity hole. Is this the infinity hole? Infinite. I did say infinity hole. Is this the infinity hole? Here I am with my bucket. Okay. No, why?
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right.
Infinite hole.
Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Oh, look how, okay. That was wild how that was going on. All right, let's jump with the bucket. I like how the bucket.
Isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say
With portal count.
Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Wait, what? Okay.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Oh, this is so good. Should I just keep going? Go forever?
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
4 hours
later. Is it a
later.
very, very deep hole?
Yeah.
You're certain it is. It's an extremely deep. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity.
Oh,
From
I like
one
how that's now
perspective,
going.
The infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Uh-oh.
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Can I look up?
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both
Look,
said some
look at that
things we
little-
didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Will he get annoyed if I just sit here? I don't know. I don't know if he will be annoyed. I am ready to push G. Y'all want me to. The bucket is in a bucket. Oh, Willie, okay.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel. Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of...
Oh, he made me go fast.
Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before.
So funny.
I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole. I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
Oh, no.
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to... Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing...
Oh, that was really short.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't remember
I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite.
Yeah.
I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length.
This is so great.
Here, let's try something. Okay. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Okay, I'll totally do that.
Well, there it is.
Oh,
the shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Uh-oh, it won't work.
Is the teleport button not working?
No.
You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this.
I love you now.
I'm out.
Use
Goodbye,
the bucket.
Stanley.
Oh, that'd be great.
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone.
Can I jump?
You get to be with the hole. I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole. Wonderful.
Yes, I'm here for eternity now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it really won't let me get out. This is so funny. Won't let me out. Oh no, I'm stuck. All right, well. This is our life now, you guys. There's a hole in the bucket. Oh, now it's going to go down. I love it. The bucket and I are descending. Pick up those cigarettes. Can I? Nope, can't. So funny. We'll look up. We'll look up and see our descent, you guys. The bucket and us. Me and the bucket. Yes. Kind of reminds me of Mass Effect. Look at us! Look at us! There with our bucket. That's so cool. This is so cool. Okay, I'm liking this. Look at me and my bucket. Not liking this view. Up my nostrils. Ooh, cool, cool, cool. It sounds cool. Oh, change my perception? So cool. Let's go backwards. Oh, change my reality. This is so cool.
My head's stronger. You're no longer using up the space of mine.
Ooh.
My head's stronger. You're no longer.
Okay. Oh, change myself. Okay, hang on. I gotta change. Ooh, change myself. Oh, this is so great. Oh my gosh. It's so good. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay, wait. What have I done?
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley!
Oh,
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley.
Oh my
because
gosh.
this hole is just
Oh, I
so
hope I went
darn
through all of them. It's like,
fascinating that I
darn.
want you to be wide awake for every
That's
second
great.
of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole?
No.
From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole,
Oh, no,
and I'm looking
that'd be
forward to all
terrible.
of them. Stay alert, Stanley.
That's
I'll be
terrible.
back.
Oh no.
Little Pip.
Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. That was so fun. That was fun. That was very fun. Okay. Here we are with the bucket again,
Here we
guys.
are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Man, I should have done this reassurance bucket last. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Wait, have I done this? Have I done this? I don't know. Have I done this? Oh. I know, will I get another bucket? You guys, again, I should have done the bucket last. I have to carry this bucket. All right, have I gone here? I don't think I've done this. Okay, that was kind of, all right. I don't think I can go up that or anything. Gotta walk with this bucket. Setting the world. All right. Settings world champion. Have I done that? Whoops. My perspective was off, you guys, with this bucket. I don't think I've done this. If I have the settings world champion achievement. I don't know how to get that. Do I? Okay, I don't know where that is, do I? Okay. Okay. Achievement, collectibles. Look at the map. Oh, okay. Look at the map. All else fails, look at the map. Okay. Oh, okay. Jump circle this map, free achievement, button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Mark. Oh, I don't know if I went to mark. Settings, world champion. What's Z? Merc. Okay, so it's across from Merc. What's B2? A, infinite. I don't see K. Okay, I'm here. I'm by 5. There isn't any mark. B2, that's the bucket. Okay. Okay. There is, though, a stand that says Merc. I mean, there might not be anything. Should I, but settings world champion? Can you get another bucket? That would be funny. Can you get a bunch of buckets? Like, how many buckets can you get? That would be really funny. Correct. I know I saw something. Okay, hang on. Oh, wait. Okay, it's in here. Okay, see the mark? Okay, so button that says gym. No screenshots, right? Yeah, see if I can get another bucket. Oh yeah, no, I'll totally go see. That would be so great if I can get another bucket. It's gonna let me. I know, that would be great. Like, how many buckets can I carry? Should at least let you carry 2 buckets. Yeah, be great. It makes me get stuck. Okay. So across from Mark is supposed to be, there's that no screenshots. I don't think it lets me. Okay, yeah. But I can't really do the, whatever you call it, the settings. Here's the exit. All right, we're to the exit, you guys. I'm so used to saving. Oh, wait. How do I exit? Okay, wait a minute. Is it here? Up these stairs? Okay. Is it? This isn't it? This is not it. Oh, this is the collectibles. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Got it. I didn't go around this. I didn't go around this. I see. Oh, so we're going up for the exit. This looks really cool. All right, we're going up and
All
up
right.
and up.
Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Well, I'm sorry, but yes. I'm sorry, narrator. This looks really cool. Okay. Cool.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
Yes, I like
I
yours
know it's not
better.
exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but
Liking it,
I
narrator.
can feel it in my soul.
Liking it.
It's going to work. There's definitely a
I'd
good
say
game in
A
there
for
somewhere.
effort.
Say, let's do an experiment.
Even.
I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay.
I'm going to be
Are
with
you
my
ready?
bucket for the rest of my
Here it
life.
is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh my gosh, I gotta be with my bucket. No.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind.
The hole?
Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Okay.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they wouldn't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
Better.
Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2.
I liked the
Let me see if I can whip something up.
New content.
All right, perfect.
Also.
Go ahead. Take a look.
Okay. Ooh, I like that. Oh, that looks so cool. Okay, that looks really cool.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Isn't it different?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what
Was it my birthday?
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
I'm 12 years old.
Others might have considered it so.
I'm 12 years old.
Stanley relished every moment that the orders came.
Buttons.
Though he had been made exactly. Stanley
was
happy.
Okay.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company
Does say
had
happy
this
12th
happened.
birthday,
This
step-niece.
complete isolation.
No, gotta
Something was
have
very
a
clearly
huge-
wrong.
Gotta
Shocked,
have a huge
frozen
bash.
solid,
Yeah, gotta
Stanley
have a
found
huge
himself
bash for
unable to
step
move
nieces,
for
'cause,
the
I mean,
longest
who
time.
doesn't?
But as he came to his wits and regained his senses,
You guys, hi,
he
those
got
of you
up from his
joining us.
desk
We are
and
in
stepped out of
the
his
new
office.
content of the Stanley Parable. You may think, first glance, this is regular Stanley Parable, but we have balloons. Look at this. Do I have any in my office? No. But look, we have balloons, you
All
guys.
of his co-workers were gone.
Woohoo!
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. All right. Oh, and the bucket. Oh, no. I am not picking up the bucket. Don't make me pick up the bucket, you guys. I have to hold the bucket. I want a bucket. Ugh.
Stanley picked up the
I
bucket.
gotta hold my bucket, you guys. Stupid bucket. Bucket is the bane of my existence. Oh, it doesn't have a new content door because I'm just in new content. This is how I get my new content.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Should I go to the left, I guess? We'll start off. Okay. Let's see.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Okay. 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 All right. So you need to... Are you going to call? Or do I need to call you? To tell me what to do? Did I miss your call? Ah. I missed your call. Okay. That's because I have it on Do Not Disturb. Sorry. Are you there? Are you... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was weird. Sorry. All right. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I forgot to ask you if I should. Yes. Okay. I am. Oh, do I? Okay. Okay. Oh no, I can't. Oh no. Oh no, I can't. Well, not let me go in. There we go. Sorry. Hey, I'm juggling a bucket.
Oh, Stanley, you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend.
Can I put it down?
Can't hand it over. Getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than
that
I
would
had
be
imagined.
funny if I did. Oh my gosh.
Now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends, that your relationship is purely superficial and convenient, that your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner. Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point.
How do I do this? Can
Share
I
your
hit the
journal
broom closet?
entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket, as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
I don't have any. Oh my gosh, I love it.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all.
Right,
Here we go.
Oh, Property of
There.
Stanley.
Now it's
Oh, I
settled.
love it.
No more
I
debate,
love it.
no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Oh my gosh.
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. See?
I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, "Oh, it's a bucket." There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
This is so awesome. I'm so glad I went into this broom closet. I can't put it down, I don't think.
You know what? I could take the name calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
All right. Just... All right. Let's see. Let's see, you guys. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Stepping
Woohoo! I did it. I think. All righty. Thank you. You guys, we have an upgraded bucket. This is so exciting. So exciting. All right. I'm going to go back. Hear the bucket kind of sloshing as we go back. We get to enjoy the balloons. Wonder if I can put the bucket back. I don't think I can. Nope. All right, we're going to try to go to our office. Uh-oh. Can I not go to my office? Oh, no, I'm just going to go here. I'm going to go in the dark. All right, there we go, you guys. All right, we will end for there. Let me see. All righty. Oh, I have to go up the stairs. I have to keep going. Okay, sorry. Sorry, guys. All right. I am now leaving. Oh, did I have this elevator? I forgot. I think I just go up the stairs. All right, going up the stairs. Going up. Can't tell. All right, you guys. Am I going down? Did I just go back down? Can't see very well. Okay, up. Up, up, up. Can't see. Sorry. I cannot see. Right. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, I just have to keep remembering to go right. Up and right, up and right. Okay. Again, I get on those stairs and I can't see. The bucket and I. Hey, at least I do have comfort. And I have an upgraded bucket. I think I'm getting used to the bucket. I think that's what he wanted us to do. It is uh-oh, went back down. Dang it. Oh no, I am going right. Okay. I do have a friend. I have a friend to go on this journey with. The journey of the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Escape. Launch. Escape. What am I doing? Into the darkness. Ah, here we go. Here's the door. I mean, here's the, well, it is kind of a door. All right, we're going to go into the pod. Can I go into the pod with my bucket? Oh, I put my bucket. My bucket will escape. Am I going to push it? Do I just push it? I don't know. Friend, I'm letting you escape. I'm going to die, but you can escape. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's what true friendship is. This bucket and I. Fly, bucket. I love it. Will we see the bucket start walking? I don't know. I love it. This is great. This is great. That was perfect. That was perfect. That really is. That was good. Love it, love it, love it. All right. Can I just go escape? Yeah, I'll just do that. That was so great. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my gosh, you guys, what a fun night. All this new content. Oh my gosh, too great. Too great. Oh, you guys, thank you all for being here with me. Thank you for guiding me. Yeah, that was so cute. That was so cute. Just thinking of that bucket. Bye, bucket. Bucket. All right, you guys. Well, we will continue with this saga next week on Wednesday. Don't forget to tune in on Tuesday for The Witcher 3. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week and a wonderful weekend. I know, I am. I'm getting attached to the bucket. The bucket was problematic and it got on my nerves, but now it's my friend. Hey, what was it in Portal? Wasn't there something in Portal that you carried around? Maybe the blocks, the heart blocks. The bucket is becoming my heart block. Oh, companion cube. Thank you. My companion cube. Yes, the bucket is. Oh, okay. Got it. Got it. Yeah. Did you mention it earlier? Yeah, I know. I thought you had said something. That's sorry. I do now remember the Portal 2 reference, but I don't know if I read or got the companion cube. But yes, I agree. I agree. That's in fact, that's probably what planted it in my brain. I saw a portal and then that planted my brain. So you're so smart, picture of a crook. All right, you guys. I love you. Have a wonderful rest of your week. And don't forget to tune in next Tuesday for Witcher 3. And yeah, all right, until Wednesday. What did I do? Until when? I don't know what I'm doing. Until Wednesday.